Hi, this is Zach with the US Chartbreakers here at Zach's Traders Cafe for Friday, the 5th of April, just before the non-farm payrolls. And starting off with the S&P, which had a mini rug pull there with the key reversal to the downside, still above the 50-day moving average, currently around 50.70. That would be our initial target. That was also support on the way up as well. Worst case at the moment is a move down to the floor of that rising trend channel from October at 5,000, but not really expecting sustained action back below 50.60, even if we even get down to that area. On the upside, actually it's worth reminding ourselves that the top of the channel there is heading for 53.30, which would, I suppose, now be an end of April or May target for this market. Moving on to the Nasdaq, and here you can see that we've got the Nasdaq back at the 50-day moving average, 17,000, let's say 900. First time since the first week of November. There can still be further downside, 17,400, the lower parallel of that rising, or that resistance line projection in place since back in October. And that also ties in, the floor of the channel also ties in with the last support that we had in February around the 17,400 zone. But although there's been a rug pull, it doesn't look too dangerous at this stage. Moving on to the stocks, and starting off with Allurion. Here you can see that we've got a bear trap rebound, bear trap gap reversal, so gapping back up through the old August support there, $2.40. Break of the top of that triangle there from August, $3.15, and we could be up to as high as $4.60 by the end of this month. Moving on to one of the yesterday's big rises, Candel Therapeutics, and here all we can really do is try and work out what the potential upside could be even from current levels onto the massive move. Wide rising trend channel there from back in the early part of 2022. That's heading for $12, which might be the target at the end of next month, while we remain above the resistance on the way down around the $5.50 level from back in basically this time last year. So above $5.50, as high as $12 on Candel. The next contender is one of the more frequent flyers here, which is Cazoo, and here the shares attempting to make back some of the massive losses that have been incurred over the last year or so. Here looking good within a rising trend channel, rising triangle rather, reversal that we had. So the initial target we had, we were looking for up towards the $9 area fulfilled, and then I've got a V-shaped bull flag, attempting to retest the old November November support and the old December resistance around the $20 mark. So hopefully the shares up to there over the next couple of weeks while we remain above $9 to $10 on Cazoo. Dogness is next, and here the picture of one of improvement in the sense that we've hit the top of that rising trend channel from October again, rising trend channel base. Above that around $9.80, and we're looking for a fresh leg to the upside, the upper parallel of that channel, currently heading to $16, and that may be seen as soon as the end of next month. In terms of support, resistance on the way down recently back in March around $7.30, and that is what we are looking at. A stock which doesn't get much airplay here, but is back now, or is here now, rather, eHome Household Service, and here you can see a rising trend channel base after all the losses, or rather not a great start to 2024, as we said, but rising trend channel base here since January, broken up with the 50-day line at $1.80, and above that we're looking for up to $5 by the end of next month, maybe even sooner than that. Another potential riser or ongoing riser is HWH, and here rising trend channel base, the target there basically near the old August support for this stock, which is around $4.70. That was also the bottom of the gap. But perhaps the best case here would be up to $6.40 by the end of next month if we progress well from here, i.e. we stay on the right side of $2, which was recent 2024 resistance for this stock. Another frequent flyer is next, and it's Iczoom. Here you can see We've hit our target there at the top of that rising trend channel, around $16.20, above 16.20. Looking for a fresh leg to the upside, the upper parallel of that channel as high as the $22 area. I'm looking for that by the end of this month, while we remain above the $16 zone, which hopefully we can. Moving along to a new name, Journey Medical, and here a more simple story of breaking the 50-day line around $4 above that, looking for resistance on the way down around $5.60 by the end of the month. Best case up to $6.40 at the top of that notional rising trend channel from May last year. Just try and draw it with the extended line there, but you get the picture there. That's the rising trend channel after the overshoot that we had in December. On to a decent prospect in the making, we hope, and here it is, Macrogenics. We've got an unfold gap to the upside through a rising 50-day moving average at $16.40. The longer we stay above that 50-day line, the greater the chance of move to the top of the rising trend channel from November up to $24, with the key here staying above that 50-day moving average. Moving along to the last three, and the first one is Simulations Plus. Here, what I call a handbrake turn, so shares facing the other direction ahead of the gap that we had yesterday above the recent resistance around $44.75, looking for up to $52.50 by the end of the month. Hopefully the bears call out there and the shares can still move forward. The second to last is coming up now, and here you can see that Sportsman's warehouse is breaking out of that triangle in place since the end of October. The top of the triangle there heading currently as high as $5.10, and we're looking for that while we're above the 50-day moving average at $3.50 on an end-of-day close basis. Hopefully $5 plus seen at the end of, or by the end of this month. Moving on to the situation at Telomir Pharmaceuticals, and here trendline break, and hopefully that will follow through with the push there through $6 up to the top of the range, basically at $9.80 by the end of this month. But a nice consolidation and break higher. That's it for me today. More updates over the weekend.